Hey everybody, it's Bill. I'm riding around my trusty helper here. He's actually being my chauffeur today. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. Home, James. See, it's something you always want to do. But anyway, we're riding around. Look, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Look at that. Clear blue skies. Nice warm weather. And Michael is going to go with me over to the garage, and we are going to work on the motor some more today. So Alex, I'll have a video out for you tonight, I promise. Well, actually, if you're watching this is the video. Okay, anyway, we're gonna hammer down. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Goodbye. Hey y'all, it's Bill again. Look, there's my doggies. That's Rosie, and that's Bear Bear. Bear Bear's got his little shirt on. He wears it. It's like a huggy thing. Makes him feel good. So anyway, I'm backing out of my driveway here because my son dropped me off. So I can get my truck with all my junk in the back. And I just told him, you know, we were kidding about stuff. And I just told him, I said, okay, so I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to make a video about you. You know, I'm gonna be like, hey, by the way, let me tell you about my kid while he's not here. So, and he laughed because he thinks I'm joking, but let me tell you about my kid while he's not here. My kid's a good kid. My kid's smart. You know, now he's 20, okay? So, he still has those moments when his eyes glaze over and he gets lost. You know, when you're trying to tell him something that he just doesn't get. But he's a kid. I mean, you know, that happens. That's fine. But I'm going to tell you what, my kid is helpful. He's polite. He works. He actually happens to work where I work during the summer. He's one of the staff that takes care of our members, you know, and make sure that they get, you know, their boats launched and stuff like that. And then, of course, he does general labor for my boss. Now, I got to tell you, okay, my kid is not my kid by blood. All right, he has a different father. But in every... Oh my God. I think I got a stick underneath my truck. That's just not even cool. Okay, well, I'll deal with that in a minute. Anyway, let me go back to telling you about my kid. In every other way that matters, that's my kid, okay? He is. He's awesome. He's, you know, fairly responsible. He gets on my nerves sometimes, and there's no kid in the world that doesn't. And I get on his nerves sometimes. And he's standing there. Look, there he is. He's standing there. And he knows I'm videotaping him, because you see that grin on his face? He's probably too far away for you to see it. But he knows I'm videotaping, so he's gonna go, when I get out, he's gonna go, did you? And I'm gonna say, I did. Anyway, all right. I'll see you guys in the garage in a minute. All right, everybody, we're back. Michael is working on the wiring harness that we're going to add into the existing. This is the existing wiring harness for my boat. My boat did not have the warning indicators on it that like this one did. As you remember, if you remember, I talked about the additional hydraulic warning buzzer there for no pressure. So what we're doing is we're going through this wiring harness, and we've removed that particular circuit out of that wiring harness, and Michael is straightening out the wires, you know, because they were bent and crooked. And let me get over here where there's not so much glare. But he's taken stuff in the wires like this. It's bent like this, and the other one was actually curled up a lot like this, and he straightened it out up here so that when it goes inside the wire loom, it'll be better. While he's doing that, I'm working on changing out the front sensor. That wiring harness has a sensor with a screw in it. My one has a sensor, even though I didn't find the circuit for an alarm, but it's with a slip-on. So we're going to replace that right now, and I'll be back. I cleaned this one up. So much glare. There you go. The one that came out is lost in a Bermuda Triangle here somewhere. But, oh, here it is. That's what it looked like. So, and also if you notice, I have plumber's tape on this. There was no plumber's tape on that. Even though it's brass, brass generally likes to seal anyway pretty good because it's a softer metal. I put plumber's tape on it. I also brought my plumber's butt crack in case somebody wants to verify that I'm truly qualified to do any kind of plumber related work. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I'm hoping this will show Michael and I, because I certainly don't want to leave him out of the picture, literally and figuratively. He's straightening out this wire we were talking about a minute ago, and I'm going ahead and starting on the wire loom. I've come up here and I've measured the distance between the two connectors, and I've just tied off my wire loom there. Now, I'm going to remove the end I previously had on there, because we're adding more wire, and I'm going to unloom what I had loomed before. And drop shit down in my motor and then cross where it'll burn and smell hot. Maybe my theme song should be retard, fucking retard. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, that the tune I was doing that to was actually Dennis Leary's I'm an Asshole, which may also be correct, both literally and grammatically. Or maybe not. Okay, so we know what we have to do here. Michael has this sorted out now with this wire. So we bring this wire back around and lay it out in the direction that the other wires are going to go. We're going to come up here. Anyway, this is just what we're doing right now. I'll show you the finished product in a minute, or well, in a little bit when we get done. Say hi, Michael.
Hey.
Okay, I'm getting closer to being done with the wiring harness now. I just want to show you where I'm at. I've got most of that loomed. I still have a little looming to do on the part that goes underneath, down to here. And then the starter relay solenoid, or the starter solenoid goes there. And then we're going to leave a little bit of pigtail hanging out. I don't know exactly why they cut these wires yet, but we're going to find out. So that'll be something later in the thing. Mikey straightened this thing out, and you know what? We just had an ass ton of wires left. I know that's not really a proper way to say it, but anyway, it was a lot. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut that and just put an end on it and be done with it, and then put the end on the piece. So just get you up to date where we're at right now. We'll be back. Hey everybody, it's Bill. This is inside the distributor. As you can see, it has a relatively new set of points and a condenser in it. But we're going to be removing that plate right there. Mikey, the guy that's yawning, is going to be removing that plate and installing the Pertronix igniter to convert this over to electronic ignition. So I'll get out of his way and let him get back to it. Yeah, according to safety regulations. All right, guys. I really didn't have this on a minute ago when I wanted to. As you can see here, the belt is off because I don't have any water going to the block, so there's no cooling to the block right now. Mikey's turning on the overhead light, but we really shouldn't need it. Mikey did the conversion to the electronic ignition, all right, And I've done some wiring and stuff and set it up. So right now what I've got here is I've got a jumper wire here that goes down to the battery. And then I still have my soooooo fake starter wire, but I'm going to show you what's going to happen to that here in a little bit. What's going to happen to that in a bit is it is going to be taken and it's going to mount. Let me see if I can get a light on here for you so you can see it. It's going to mount right there. Okay. This is a neutral safety switch. So you cannot start your vessel when it's in gear. Forward or reverse, it doesn't care. And it works the same basic principle as what you have with your cars. You know, so that way you guys know, understand what's going on there. Got a little bit of a glare, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hook up the fuel pump again so I can put some fuel in the carburetor. And we still got a little bit of a leak, so you can't really see it right there. Right there, but that's not really the right way to have that hooked up anyway. I will fix that when it's time. My buddy Mikey over here is gonna hold the camera for you guys, and I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna hit the button, and we're gonna see if I can get something done. Well, I already know it starts off. I'm just doing this so you guys can see it right now.
To. I want to work on mine.
Haha. Here, we're going to turn this light off real quick. There we go. Because we don't need that light.
Yay, drain battery.
What's that, Steve?
Huh?
What's that?
I don't know where to go to. YouTube.
Oh, yeah. You can see on YouTube everything I've done to this, including my silliness. Because I get silly. Of course, everybody who knows me already knows that. I never did hook this back up. This is a breather tube that goes to the spark arrestor right here, okay? And go ahead and put that on and hook this up. And that way, I'm actually together like I should be. So anyway, we have the jumper wire on. The ignition's hot right now. Okay, we give it a little bit of a pump because we ran it out of fuel a moment ago. And then we're going to take our starter wire. I don't have enough fuel in it though because of that leak. But I can come over here. Yep, see, let me get some more fuel in it. Let me try and tighten this just a hair more. You guys gotta have more than a minute or so of running or you feel like you didn't get the price of admission back.
Oh yeah? Yeah, my house. That way. That way, no one's coming down here. Yeah, there you go.
Whew, man. Okay, there we go. I'll let it run a little longer there. That's all, folks. The flames were shooting out. Okay, guys. Pretty much that's it for today. Michael's been over here helping me out. I'm going to go through real quickly what we did. Then I'm going to go home because Cindy should be done with work momentarily. So here's what we did. We hooked up the wiring to the engine. We wire loomed it. We converted from the points type ignition, which is, where did I put it? I know I set it over here. Oh no, I put it in here. What we did is we converted from that. We took that out, and that, which is points and condenser on this distributor plate. All right, and then we went ahead and we mounted the Pertronix plate in there. I started doing a little bit of my main boat wiring here, but I'm not finished with that yet because I still got stuff to do. And these wires that you see leading out right here, these are going to go as well. Some of these need to go over to power. This one is actually the one that goes to the alarm. If you guys remember, I have that alarm wired up there, and I have the alarm wired up right there. See, you can see it. Let's see, I'll put the light on for you. There you go. You see, that one's wired up there. My regular oil pressure is hooked up now. You can see where the Pertronix ignition is hooked up, the wires, and the little bit that I put on them here of wire loom. Okay. And the ends, and they go up there. The other wire that you see here, this one, this is for the tachometer. All right, we got our engine, got the carburetor mounted now. As you can see, all the hoses are in place. I'll just hang this on here because I'm going to do a run tomorrow, maybe tomorrow if I get to. We do a run with water in here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to energize the charging circuit, and I'm going to check my voltage so I can make sure that that's working.
Yeah, the pan's in still good shape.
So that's what we got for today, fellas. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, I think. So say good night, Michael.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And say bye-bye, motor. Bye-bye, motor. All right, everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.